Hey guys, Matt Kelsey with Six Ear Knife and Tool, based out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Mainly make chef knives.
Here's our info, guys. All right, so what do we got going on here?
Larger chef knives. Basically, I'm very influenced by French sabatiers, mixed with little gyottos. I do a grind that comes from about here to here, so it gives you kind of a heel, like a thicker heel like you would with a Japanese knife, but it gets you a thinner, you get some real finesse in the tips.
Okay, so what's the heat treat on that?
Heat treat is up to 62. It's about 62 and a half, 62, 63.
Okay.
Rockwell.
That was a lot of flex on something that's that hard.
Yeah, it's very. After doing, say, my test set for the Journeyman test,
okay,
I fell in love with ADC RV2, which is what all these are, and it can take some ridiculous stress when it comes to bending, okay, and still maintain it. Like this one is 61 Rockwell, and this went through the test, bent 90 degrees, and it came back, not all the way, but it's a super soft spine.
Okay.
Everything is hand forged. I start out with my favorite stock is like 1.5 inch by 1/4 inch, and forge everything from that stock. Usually a little bit smaller, say for a petty or something like that.
That's a pretty big petty.
Yeah, it's a pretty big petty. A customer of mine from a local chef loves that size, so I kind of started making them that way.
Okay. So first of all, let's talk about the pattern that we have in the steel.
It's all mustard patinas.
Okay. So the pattern is a patina pattern that you've done with organizing mustard in this pattern.
Yep. Okay. And they all have actually, a lot of them have hardness lines, like they'll come here. It depends on what the guys, like if I get custom orders, a lot of times I'll do a softer spine, just out of, I like the edges super hard and the spine's a little bit softer.
Okay.
It just makes a more balanced knife for me. I get them down, before I even sharpen them, I get my edges down to about 2/1000ths.
Okay.
And then I put in a secondary bevel. Take them up to about 8,000. I usually belt, wet belt.
So we have, you were saying a minute ago, so we have more of a flat area here, kind of a Scandi down, but then a secondary edge.
So like this, it's tapered, like you would say a traditional gyotto or whatever. It's hard to tell
where the flat is.
Where the flat is, but the flat it basically angles from here to here. Okay. You can tell on the distal taper where it's thick, and then it has a drastic distal taper.
Okay, we got that.
Yep. So it gives you, like I said, it gives you flexibility in your tip. I mean, it's not a fillet knife by any stretch.
Absolutely.
But the guys that I've sent out my knives to, they love it for your fine onions, your julienne cuts, and everything like they've absolutely loved that grind. So I've kind of that's kind of what I do. I do S grinds, traditional, Japanese grinds and then I'll finish it on stones, what needs to be. But this has been the go-to for the local guys that I deal with.
All right, and then the different burls that you use for the handles.
All local, or I get a local guy. So this is local maple from Tennessee. The box elder is not local, but everything I get, minus the steel, is all local. Like the guy that stabilizes the wood, the guys that I get wood from is local. I try and keep everything as local as possible to me.
All right, so here's the information. If you guys want to check out their site, we definitely have some prices here. There's some prices that I like to see.
And everything comes, if it's at home, I forgot them at home, I just tested and passed my Journeyman Smith test with my rank for the American Bladesmith Society. So brain was on other things. Usually everything comes with a leather strop on an oak board and a saya if it's an order. Okay. I usually send out either they can choose from a leather saya or a wood saya.
Okay.
And then it comes with a soft case no matter what.
Okay. Very good. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks, man.
Have a great show.
Too. I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Too.